right.
Let's see here. Neat, Keith. If you can put in the chat as you guys are getting in here, put in the chat where you're watching from. That's always great. We again have had people. I enjoy doing these with Nasser, but I know we've done these in the past where we've had people who have teamed up, from just meeting each other in the chat. Putting being in the same region, investing in the same areas, and meeting a future business partner. So definitely put in the chat where you're based out of. Let's see here. Will, thanks for jumping in. Nasser, did you say, are we live on
live on StreamYard too?
Fantastic. Awesome, guys. Welcome. We'll give people just a minute here. You have any fun weekend plans coming up, Nasser? Or?
Not necessarily.
Fair. I have my 6-year-old and 4-year-old are wrapping up as their last week of school before summer starts, or technically next week, I guess, will be. But we're kind of like wrapping, winding down on that stuff and getting ready for summer break, man. It'll be fun with the kids. So, nice welcome, everybody. All right. Well, as we start to get going here, I know again, if you're just jumping on for this for the first time, welcome. We're on day 7 of the 7 days attraction Finding Off Market Deals Challenge. It's okay if you are just joining us for the first time. I know it's day 7, but Nasser is sending out the replays as we go through this, and this is something that'll live on too. Like, this is something you'll be able to review these and go back and use the playbook that we've been giving you guys this entire week, or this last 7 days. We kicked off last Friday. Gave people homework for the weekend. Did all kinds of fun stuff in terms of giveaways, and did another. This is our 3rd training here, so it's been a great last 7 days here. I know on my end, I want to start off by just saying, hey, pat yourself on the back. I know we have a few people trickling in here for the first one, but if you're watching the replay here too, pat yourself on the back, because hey, you made it. This is a sprint. We gave you guys homework that's going to challenge you. We gave you homework to get to 100 leads here for driving for dollars. Like that in and of itself is not easy. That's something that takes some grit and some determination to get to. We asked you guys to market to those leads multiple times. Like that again is going to take some grit and some determination to get to. Like, it's not easy to go through, and that's the whole point of this too, is we want to challenge you. It's a challenge for a reason, right? So want to say congratulations for getting through these first, these 7 days, these first 7 days. If this is the start of your real estate investing journey, awesome. Like, our whole goal with this is to help you build momentum and help you, again, start to get that traction, start to get to that your journey to that first deal. Again, over here, Matt Camp with Deal Machine. If this is your first one of these, work on partnerships over here. And our mission is to give everyone the power of real estate investing. And that was our goal throughout this whole challenge, is to give you guys that playbook of exactly what to do to go start doing your first deal and many after that. So we did talk about this, throughout the challenges, that right now is such an exciting time to be doing this, because, right now, hey, in the last decade or last 15 years even, this is the best opportunity to be building wealth. And, anytime that there's an uncertainty, anytime that the market is, at an interesting point where sellers are not quite sure what to do, real estate investors are more valuable. Us as wholesalers too, we're more valuable. We're offering more value because we can bring certainty to the table. We can bring tools to the table that can be a win-win, where if somebody's in a situation where they're dealing with a problem they need fixed right now, and they can't fix it by going retail, by going on market, hey, we can help them out by helping them move quickly, by helping them with a cash transaction, helping them move as is, save them, realtor commissions, save them. I mean, there's many things that we can bring to the table here. And again, in times of uncertainty, there are more people in distress that you can then solve their problem. You can offer these tools to them, and in the case of that solution, people are willing to trade a equity on the deal for you to come in here and help them move fast like that, or help them move conveniently, help move as is, like I said. So right now is the time to step up, the time to take action, and that's what we've been talking about, throughout the last 7 days. Is giving you guys that playbook, because the number one reason people don't get started who are interested in this stuff is they just don't know where or how to find a great deal. And again, buying right is everything, especially in this market. We went through, and this challenge gave you that proven playbook to go show you exactly how to go find that deal. Nasser, is there anything in terms of the market itself too that you wanted to touch on? I know we've been talking about this the last couple of days, but
No, basically what we discussed. If you wanted to see prior replays, you can go to my YouTube page, the live, go to YouTube. You go to my YouTube, Real Estate Duru. That's Doru. But you can go to the portion that says live, right? And you can see the replay of this, or go to the wholesaling with the Duru group. I'm going to keep these up. And what I want to tell you, this is the way you can get deals in any market cycle. So regardless of what you're hearing about interest rates, the market being slow, you can still get deals by using this method. If the market was hot, you can still get deals by using this method. And that's all I have to say.
Love it. Yeah, that's like you said. This is a truly like a recession-proof, strategy. Something that's been proven through the years. I mean, we didn't come up with the idea of how to go out and build a list by driving for dollars, or how to market to people, or how to manage leads. Today we're going to be talking about closing deals, so like managing your leads and following up with them, and comping and making great offers. Like all of that's going to be covered today. But we didn't invent any of that. We just built technology to make that more efficient, more effective, and be extremely effective no matter what the market's doing. So we're on our end proud to say we're the highest rated and most reviewed app out there for investors to find off market deals. Have had over 70,000 customers, over 10,000 deals done every single state, thousands of reviews, tons of 4.8 out of 5 stars, right there is the average. The playbook that we've been giving you guys these 7 days, it's been from people like Ryan Haywood right here, who he went through a 30-day version of this, a 30-day challenge back in January 2020, and has done 400 deals since he went through that using Deal Machine. And what he has done, we laid out for you, like Nasser said, over the last 3 live trainings. Make sure to watch those other 2 trainings to get kind of step 1 and step 2, and today is step 3. We also pulled it from people like Cody Surza right here, who was somebody who did this virtually. So no matter what market you're in, he was in San Diego, he started doing this virtually in Milwaukee, and is doing multiple deals a month. So he's somebody who we're using his playbook of what he's doing. Matthew Weaver, he's another one who he's doing it from across the world, from the US, living in Saudi Arabia, and started doing this virtually, and has been doing deals like that as well. Patrick Martin, he's another one who was brand new to real estate, was truly somebody who didn't even think about real estate as an option. He was trying to figure out what to do with his life situation, and was sleeping in his truck. Found a YouTube video about real estate, about Deal Machine, and did, in his first 10 months, he did 14 deals, over 150K, 6-figure plus of wholesale fees right there, and changed his life. So it's people like that all across the board in terms of where they're at in their real estate investing journey that we've been giving you this playbook of how to do this the last 7 days. Throughout this challenge, we gave away over $1,500 in free prizes. So we've been giving away stuff. I love to see people email me with the homework they're turning that in. So congratulations to those folks who ended up winning free Deal Machine accounts and things like that. We hosted 3 live trainings. This is the third one. Again, number 1 and number 2 are on YouTube right now as well. So make sure to check out YouTube there to catch up if you have not been able to do that before, until now. And really the first training that was really focused on building your list of sellers. So it was talking about, hey, how do you drive for dollars? Why would you drive for dollars? Why are those the best leads out there? Why are they the most, the highest intent, the most likely to be a distressed property owner, or a motivated seller rather, and also the least competitive leads out there. So you need less of them. Really talking through the nitty-gritty step-by-step process of exactly how to build that list, and then again, how to use Deal Machine to help you do that as well. So we went through all of that day 1 on a Friday. Day 4, that was on Monday this week, talked about, okay, now that you have that list of leads, how do you market to them? What do you do from here? Like, how do you actually reach out to them effectively, and just gave you all of the pro tips on how to really do this two-pronged creative marketing mix where you're doing short-term marketing outreach and then you're doing long-term marketing outreach, and the power of those two together and exactly how to execute on that. So make sure to watch the replays there to be able to get the full deep dive on both of those. Today, for the final live training, we're going to really cover, again, two things. One is how to make sure a lead never slips through the cracks. So make sure you are always following up and doing it consistently and effectively, and how to do that. And really why that separates you from many other people that might be competition out there. And then secondly, how to make great offers. So how to go through and be extremely confident in the offer you're sending to a seller. And really, especially as a newbie, I mean, that can be an intimidating conversation, the dollar, the money conversation there. So really helping you guys, go through this and come out of it knowing that, like, hey, I'm submitting a great offer. I can be extremely confident in this. So, Nasser, is there anything else you wanted to touch on, like that we, did these last 6 days that, you want to recap for people here too?
Yeah. Most importantly is utilize the program, right? So, Matt, so nice of you guys to give us a credit, right? To utilize if you go to durudata.com.
Or Duru Driving, right?
I'm sorry, durudriving.com. Durudriving.com, DORU driving.com, right? And it's essentially all-in-one, right? So as an all-in-one, right? This is what I just want to say. Sometimes people get caught up as paying for the program. You don't pay for the program, it's an investment, right? But you get a 7-day free trial. However, the difference between paying and utilize it as an investment into your business, investment into yourself, investment into saving your future to get those results that other people have gotten is by you doing the work, meaning by you utilizing it. If you can't say, oh, it doesn't work when you didn't do any work. You have to sit there diligently, putting in the work, putting in the effort to make it work for you. That's just life in general. That's how business works. That's how success works. And success is not a destination. It's actually a journey, right? And let's say you did a wholesale deal and you made $50,000. Well, with wholesaling, you're only good as your next deal. So you still have to continue to work it. Let's say you did 4 deals for the year, but those 4 deals netted you $120,000. You still had a great year. What I want you to do is focus on doing the work and know that if you do the work, the money will come. The system is so well built out that you could actually ask what to say to a seller. Okay, we went over that with the AI. And if you missed that, go to my YouTube channel, go to my Facebook group, Wholesaling with the Duru. But the system is actually set up, right? Whereas you can say, hey, what do I text to a seller? What do I say to the seller? And it will tell you, hey, what price do I offer to the seller? And you have all in one, literally, to change your life. So that's all I want to say, man.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. And that's something, again, too, like we go through and we're trying to help you not reinvent the wheel. Like we're helping you guys use what's worked, again, 10,000 plus times. Like over 10,000 people have done exactly what we're showing you guys to land deals using Deal Machine specifically too. So I'll go through this today to really show off, hey, here's how to make sure you're always following through with leads, how you can make great offers, how you can use AI to help you a little bit there too. But it's been a great last 7 days, so make sure to rewatch those replays there on Nasser's YouTube as well. So let me see. Can you see the software they're here now too? It looks like.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So again, inside Deal Machine, I'm on the Drive tab right here. Let me click on this Leads tab up at the top right here. So this Leads button, what this is going to pull you to. And, say you've done the homework, say you went through and you added 100 leads, which a lead is an address, right? It's a property address. And you've driven around and you've, found houses that are run down or look vacant or have signs of distress. You've built a list of 100 of those, and then you have started to market to them, started to reach out to them, which was, day 4, the last live training was really focused on teaching you, okay, here's how to skip, trace, and call and text them or email them or door knock them or send direct mail, or you've got a lot of different things you can do there to really reach out to them in the most effective way possible. So we went through that again last training. As you're going through this, you're going to start to have conversations with sellers. And if you can follow up and stay organized and follow through with what you say you're going to do, I'm telling you, you're going to be better than 90% of the people who are in sales, period, out there. Which at the end of the day, this is sales. Like it's, it's having a conversation with a seller to solve their problem and to, trade, the property for that solution. I think, in general, the way to do this is to really stay as systematized as possible. And, when Nasser, when you say it's all in one, like what we give you here is essentially a CRM feature. So, when you go through this, I know like in general, this is something that might seem not as important at first for you, but the more conversations you have, the more times that you are talking to sellers, it's going to become more and more and more important. It's easy to track 1 or 2 or 3 conversations, but when you have, 10 leads in the works, like it gets a lot harder. So if you can do this stuff now and create a great system now, you're going to set yourself up for long-term success, where when you jump into the CRM right here, a couple quick, pro tips here. First and foremost, you've been adding leads as you've been driving for dollars, right? You have this add leads button as well. So you can manually add leads from anywhere else that you have, whether you've used any other software, whether you've, gotten leads, any way that you have properties, you can put them all right into this CRM by importing them or manually adding them. And that way you have this one kind of go-to place to manage all of this. You can then filter those properties and filter it by, a variety of things. Like in the last training, we talked about tagging leads and saying tagging it as high priority. Well, hey, if you tagged it as high priority and you filter it by that, then you can apply that filter. And now I see that I've got 99 properties right here that I should start with. Like I've got 17,000 total, but these 99 are the most important because I marked them as high priority. So this tagging system, I would highly, highly recommend using filters and using tags to help you just stay organized and use your time as effectively and wisely as possible. You really can use this as a CRM in terms of kind of a pipeline as well, where as you talk to people, you've got, marketing, you can say, hey, I've set an appointment, I've sent an offer, I'm following up, so you can do this, this type of process here where you adjust the lead status. And that way you can filter by that too and understand, okay, what do I need to who do I need to follow up with next and where do I need to go next? So, and you can mark as win and loss and all that. So I would highly recommend using your lead statuses. And then, in terms of really staying organized and making sure nothing ever falls through the cracks, the top 2 pro tips I can share with you on this view here is for every individual property. If you click view lead right here, and then you go to activity, as you have conversations with the seller, always take notes and add tasks. So these notes here, when you add a note, you can say like, hey, yeah, they had 2 kids. It's an inherited house. They don't want to deal with it anymore. They want to sell it, ASAP. They want to, they've got XYZ with it. So as you're asking questions around, the condition of the property and their timeline to sell and what their motivations are and, what price, that they want to have, like as you're asking these discovery questions with them, continue to take notes there. So that way you're staying organized. And anytime you have a conversation with them, you can immediately jump into that conversation and pick up where you left off, seamlessly. So the notes, super important. Also the task management, like I said, you hit add and you add task. And if they say, yeah, you come by for an appointment tomorrow at 2 p.m., you could say, okay, cool, appointment at 2 p.m. I'm going to set that for tomorrow. I'm going to create that task. And now when I jump into Deal Machine, in the top right corner right here, I have this task manager. And I can just click on that every single morning and figure out, okay, cool, I need to go on this appointment today. I clicked it off the list and then I keep going. So use that task management to, again, stay top of mind. Make sure you always follow through with what you say you're going to do and that no leads ever fall through the cracks. So, Nasser, do you have any other tips on staying organized before I kind of move into the comp section here?
No, just exactly what you're saying. Just put that stuff up. When I first got started, I had to do this with pen and paper. So it was extremely hard to get or stay organized. I'm writing notes and a phone call. So when I'm calling back 2-3 months later, I'm going through pieces of paper looking for that last conversation. So yes, but just utilize what you have and you'll be fine.
There we go. Yeah. And I think so one, you're using technology to stay organized rather than pen and paper like that. The other bit that I can mention is When it comes to actually following through and making that offer, making a confident offer to a seller, couple things. One, just want to let you guys know, and we talked about this earlier, that it is okay to say the words, I don't know. So if you're dealing with objections, if you're dealing with questions from a seller, you can say, hey, let me ask my partner that, or let me get back to you in 24 hours. Or, you have things like this, like that you're attending, that this is your on-demand knowledge that you can come back to and learn from. And also, that's why we built Alma, the AI assistant inside Deal Machine, is you can also consult that to figure out like, hey, what should I do in this situation? So being able to come in here and, as say I'm talking to a seller, and I have this property right here. I'm going back and forth with them, and I'm coming in, and they, you're hearing objections, and you're saying, okay, they said my offer is too low. What should I say? Well, the seller said my offer was too low. What should I say? Let me prompt that to Alma, and you can come back and here we go. Hold on a second here. You negotiate the seller, and here's the property data. What other objections might I deal with from the seller, and how do I respond to them? And you can come in and be able to kind of go through and understand, okay, your offer is too low. Hey, here's one response of how you can go through that, and really help kind of use this as a way to really just, again, get some confidence in knowing that you can deal with situations on the go, on the spot like this. So I would say between this, you educating yourself in trainings like this, and then using, an AI tool right here, that's what we built it for, was to give you guys that confidence in moving forward and taking action and talking to sellers. So I want to share that. I know, the final bit I wanted to mention was actually making an offer, right? Is coming in here, and how do we make a really, really, accurate offer that we're confident in, that we can use data to really empower ourselves. And, again, I know that can be a scary conversation because it's real when you're submitting an offer, right? But coming in here using technology to help you, you can do a couple different things. You can, one, jump into Alma and say, what is the ARV of this property according to the comps? You could say that, and hey, it'll come back, and here's the specific number. Or you can come in here and say, what is the MAO of this property, which is the max allowable offer, and it'll tell you, well, hey, here's, you take the ARV, you times it by 70%, you minus the estimated repair costs, and then you'll also remove your wholesaling fee from that too. And so you can kind of use this as a way to really come to that number quickly and effectively. Or you can click on the comps button right here, use our comps tool and compare and contrast and say, yeah, let me see all the properties that are within the last 3 months right here, have sold in the last 3 months, have a square footage that's similar, a year built that's similar, bed, bath, range that's similar. And then come in here and be able to even use our drawing tool, where you can make sure you don't cross any major streets, and just use this as a way to quickly come up with with your comp number. Here we go. Oh, something dropped off there. But quickly come up with your comp number like that, and being able to pull that up, you can quickly see, hey, here's my estimated value based on all those right on the spot. So the comps tool, you can do it. Again, this is on desktop, but we also have a mobile app as well. Do it on either of those, and really kind of the combination of using Alma, the AI stuff, with the comps tool on the spot is really where you get those kind of real estate superpowers, right? So that's, in terms of like going through this today, I wanted to make sure you guys knew, hey, here's how to follow up with people. Here's how to make sure you're always following through with what you say you're going to do. And here's how you make great, confident offers, using data and using the latest technology to make you as effective as possible. So, Nasser, did you have anything you want to add there before we kind of get into the special bonuses for today? And I know we need to cut it off at 30 minutes for you.
No, because I gotta do a hard stop at that 6:30 mark.
Okay, cool. So really quick reminder, guys, through this whole challenge, we've given you 2 special bonuses. It's Duru Driving, like Nasser said, 7-day free trial. You also get $30 free inside the app. So we give you that bonus you wouldn't normally get, where you're getting a couple hundred free skip traces and postcards to market to those sellers. And that was what that second live stream we did was all about. So make sure to rewatch that. You also have the option for dealmachine.com/Duru. So that's where you can go in and get Deal Machine for almost half off for an entire year. You get all of Deal Machine Pro, which is what has all of the AI assistant, 3 users, and all the features we showed off. You get List Builder too, and you get our free marketing credits. And List Builder is a way to pull lists in addition to driving for dollars. So you get all that right there. Those are the two QR codes. It's durudriving.com or dealmachine.com/Duru, depending upon which deal you want there. I'll give you guys 5 seconds to take this screenshot, and then I'll move on here so that way Nasser can get out on time. Give me 1 second. All right, here. Cool. Last thing I want to say is you may have completed the homework, you may not have. It was a challenge for a reason. It was not easy. Going through this, we want to celebrate you for taking any action you did. You are on that real estate journey to get traction, to do that first deal. You're going in the right direction. You know the playbook now. You know what to do. It's just a matter of taking this tool, and we're a tool. You got to run with it. You got to use it yourself and invest in yourself, and run with it from there. It won't do it for you, but if you actually go follow this playbook, again, this has led to 10,000 plus deals. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. We laid it out there for you. So where do you go from here, Nasser? Can you kind of tell people how can they get more involved with you here in the last minute as you wrap up?
All right. So essentially, again, you have all the links. You can find me in the whole Facebook group, Wholesaling with the Duru. My IG, Real Estate Duru, which probably most of you have, and Duru is DORU. Now, as far as this challenge, it was just based around just giving back to the community. It was sponsored by Deal Machine. So again, if you could do the homework, please try to get it ASAP. But with that being said, yes, you can find me on social media. My most active is YouTube. So we drop new content every week for long form content, and IG is basically every day. But yeah, just let me know. And if you reach out to me for anything, just let me know. Hey, I was in the challenge. I have a question about this or that. Or definitely my Facebook group is best to put the question in there so you can have ongoing support.
Love it. So, and then my email is matt@dealmachine.com. Consider me a resource. Feel free to reach out to me, and I'm always here to help. I'll leave these up for a second here. Do we have any questions on social or in the chat, or you got to run here?
Yeah, I definitely have to run. I have a meetup scheduled. Iceman, we appreciate you guys for showing up. Because I know you were there like on all the days, man. So definitely appreciate you, Iceman.
Love it, man.
And
love that.
Yeah, so no questions on these sides. So at this point, I'll end it here at 6:30. So thank you guys for showing up. Replay will be in your email.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you having me on.